When Ying Zheng was a child, he was sent to the state of Yan as a hostage. During that time, Gao Jingli's mother became his wet nurse. The two boys grew up together, drinking the same milk, listening to the same lullabies, and sharing the warmth of a family. But in a world consumed by war, warmth never lasts. After a brutal war between Qin and Yan, Yan suffered a crushing defeat. The people's anger was directed at every Qin hostage living in the kingdom. Among them was the 11-year-old Ying Zheng. One after another, Qin captives were brought to the execution ground and killed. Gao Jingli could do nothing except stand nearby, quietly singing the lullaby they had both heard as children. Everyone around them trembled with fear, but Ying Zheng remained silent, staring directly at the executioners, as though he wanted to remember every face forever. When his turn finally came, the commander unexpectedly spared his life. As a royal descendant of Qin, Ying Zheng was considered too valuable to kill. He would be kept alive as a bargaining piece for future wars. That night, however, Ying Zheng refused to accept what had happened. He and Gao Jingli secretly found one of the executioners, dragged him back to the execution ground, threw him into a pit that had already been dug, and buried him under the yellow earth until there was no movement. The crime was quickly discovered. Gao Jingli believed they would both be executed. Instead, an envoy from Qin arrived with unexpected news. The war had ended, and Ying Zheng was returning to Qin. Unwilling to leave his childhood companion behind, Ying Zheng brought Gao Jingli with him. But during the journey, someone took advantage of Ying Zheng's absence and threw Gao Jingli from the carriage. From that moment, their lives followed completely different paths. Years passed. Ying Zheng became the King of Qin and conquered 3 of the 6 kingdoms. Everyone believed Chu would be his next target, but his attention suddenly turned toward Yan. By then, Gao Jingli had become the most celebrated musician in Yan. One day, Jing Ke and Fan Wuqi came to him with a dangerous request. They wanted his help in assassinating Ying Zheng. Gao Jingli refused. In his eyes, endless wars had brought only suffering, and perhaps unifying the land was not such a bad thing. Without another word, Jing Ke slowly drew Fan Wuqi's sword. To approach the King of Qin, he explained, he needed absolute sincerity. Fan Wuqi's head would become the proof. As the music stopped, Fan Wuqi sacrificed his own life. Only then did Gao Jingli realize that Jing Ke was truly prepared to trade his life for a single chance. Gao Jingli promised that if the opportunity ever came, he would end Ying Zheng's life swiftly to spare him unnecessary pain. Later, Jing Ke entered the Qin palace carrying a map of Yan and Fan Wuqi's severed head as gifts. Ying Zheng showed little interest in either, making it impossible for Jing Ke to get close. Just as he was about to be dismissed, Jing Ke mentioned Gao Jingli. He claimed Gao Jingli had sent him with a personal message hidden inside the scroll. The name alone caught Ying Zheng's attention. He ordered the scroll to be brought forward, but hidden inside was not a message, it was a dagger. Jing Ke instantly launched his attack. Ying Zheng narrowly escaped, and the assassination failed. The failed attempt ignited Ying Zheng's fury. Qin's army invaded Yan, broke through its capital, and victory came quickly. Even then, Gao Jingli remained calm, believing their childhood bond would protect him. But Wang Ben led Qin soldiers directly into his home and arrested him without hesitation. Only after being tied up did Gao Jingli finally understand. The boy who had once shared his mother's milk had become a cold and ruthless king.